Hello, everyone. My name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is August 11th, 2022, and Bitcoin, as well as the rest of the cryptocurrency markets, are finally breaking out. Looks like we're finally breaking out because we're finally making higher highs, okay? We've been testing and retesting these crucial levels of support. In Bitcoin, it's between 24 and 25K. Right now, we're at $24,687 exactly on the Bitstamp chart, right? As we see it. And the last time we were here was approximately 11, 12 days ago, okay? And we hit these highs, but we got rejected. And this rejection resulted in a consolidation, okay? And an expected consolidation after wave one, 5 waves up, 3 waves down, and we're coming back again after some A-B basing. Now, for those of you subscribed to the channel, you'll know we've been waiting for this move for quite some time, okay? Good trading can be, it can be tough in the sense that it requires quite a lot of patience. It requires a bit of insight to be able to read these moves and not read these consolidations under heavy resistance as bearish divergence and a move looking to reject back to the downside, which a lot of people believe, okay? A lot of people actually that went long yesterday, given the CPI report, whatever, a lot of people already sold their positions because they were under the impression that it was a quote-unquote news pump. Now, is this a news pump? Well, if it was, then it seems like a pretty sustained pump with a lot of verve, okay? And we're not shocked here, given our analysis of the price action, showing that our impulse started on July 13th, and this is a 5-wave impulse. This is a 3-wave retracement. This is a 5-wave impulse. This is a 3-wave retracement. And we expect for the trend to continue as such. If we throw on some indicators, let's throw on our EMAs. We're going to use our usual EMAs, all of them Fibonacci numbers, the 21, the 55, the 89, and the 144, okay? And you can see on the 4-hourly indicator, our price is above all these important EMAs, especially the 21 EMA. That's on the 4-hourly time frame. We jump to the daily time frame, and you can see that our price is above the 21 and the 55. Remember, we were saying that we're going to be squeezed, EMA squeezed to the upside, and that's exactly what happened. Price was between the 55 and the 21 EMA, the blue and the yellow right here, and we squeezed to the upside. We're about to meet the pink or magenta EMA, the 89 EMA at around 25.5, but then it's likely that we matriculate to the green EMA, the 144 EMA at around 28.8, okay? I think that's highly likely, all right? And that's what it's looking like. So do expect this breakout to come soon, just given where we are on the charts. And you can see, just looking right at our VPV, our horizontal volume indicator, where most of the buying and selling is done. And we've finally reached this level here where we're in that cavernous area. We're in this cavernous area where there are few buy and sell orders, right? That means that in this area, theoretically, the price should jump because there's very little stopping it. There's very little resistance, right? Little support and little resistance in this area. That's why when we came to the downside in this area, price just jumped between 28 and 24, right? And here on the way up, we can expect the same thing, but in reverse, okay? So that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin, and we're literally right at this resistance and right about to break it. So let's jump back down into the smaller time frames. Okay, now, can we read this price action on an even smaller time frame? Let's turn off our EMAs. Okay, can we make sense of this price action? Because what what many people struggle with is the ability to make sense of what the price is doing, and it seems, given the time it's taken to consolidate through these um, retracements, right? These Elliott wave retracements, because right, we believe that the actual impulse, this larger impulse, started on July 13th, but people are in disbelief that the trend will continue because they can't wrap their heads around the fact that these retracements can take as long as they are. In addition to these retracements, you're getting A-B basing, okay? So this is what's helping us, right? So on the hourly time frame, just having a look at what Bitcoin's done, like I said in the beginning of the video, 5 waves up here, 3 waves down, you get a bit of A-B basing, you have 5 waves up. This is your third wave right here. Wave 3 has begun. Obviously, it's not over yet because remember, in Elliott wave theory, one of the cardinal rules is that wave 3 doesn't have to be the longest wave, but can never be the shortest wave, okay? And that is definitely not the end of wave 3. That's just the first part of wave 3. And so if you look, and I'm going to show you something. Now let's zoom back out, okay? On the 4-hourly time frame. And guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's turn off our VPVR. That point was made. Let's clean up our chart, okay? And we can also turn off the volume. We don't need the volume profile right now, okay? Although when you're looking at this breakout, you should expect volume to spike, okay? So now let me show you my count for the intermediate. Let me show you both of my counts for the primary and intermediate wave. So I've hidden it, and now I'm going to reveal it. Here we go. Okay, so I've got my count for the primary wave in white. So the primary wave is just the exterior Russian doll. Okay, just think of it as Russian dolls. Remember, Elliott wave is fractal, time frame agnostic. When you're talking about a wave count, you have to specify the degree. Okay, so the larger degree is in white. That's what I said started on July 13th. And you can see that I already counted wave 1, wave 2, right? That's my 5-wave extension, my 3-wave retracement. You're looking for another 5-wave extension. That 5-wave extension typically goes between the 1618 and the 2 Fibonacci extension of that wave 1. I'm not going to count it here now. I've done it quite a bit, many times on this channel. Okay, you can count it for yourselves if you like using your Fibonacci extension tool. Now, what I want to draw your attention to is this orange count. This orange count is the intermediate count. Okay, this is what we're currently in. So I'm just going to hide the white count. Just, you've already seen it. You already know it exists. So you have some perspective as to what I'm talking about. Now, this orange count is what we're currently in, and where I think what I think you can use to really project the next moves. Now, you've got the first wave, right? So with a wave 1, 5 waves into wave 1, what you can do is simply take your 5 waves and retracement of wave 2 to project wave 3. And this is what we've done. We've projected wave 3 between the 1618 and the 2 on the balance of probability. We all know wave 3 can be truncated to the 1 Fibonacci extension or extended beyond the 2 Fibonacci extension. But by and large, on the balance of probability, wave 3 is going to end in this area. And there's confluence with this blue band of resistance, since we're below it, and its resistance presented at the 30K level, which is very important resistance, as you can see, even in the in the immediate short term. You have all of this price action here. You have massive resistance here, okay, just historically in Bitcoin's price. So 30K, the 30K region, as I say on the channel, is the likely target, okay? So this is where I think wave 3 will go. And I do believe that we will experience a bit of, recoil for wave 4. Not much, but a bit, okay? And then finally, wave 5 of this third primary wave will complete above the 30K resistance. However, I do believe we're going to spend some time in this area. It is important, just like this area was important right here, the 24 to 25K region, okay? This area of 30K region is going to be very important, and it's going to require some price fluctuation before clearing it, okay? Just like you saw here on the way down, the 30K region took about a month. It took about a month. I wouldn't be surprised if we took the same amount of time. And again, I'm going to show you my primary wave count, and you can see I've reflected that in the primary wave count because I have us coming for wave 5 of the third wave around, towards the end of August, okay, but then coming back down sharply for wave 4 of the primary count. And coming back up may take some time. So when it's all said and done, we will have spent a decent amount of time between about 26.5 and 33K. Okay, that's just a postulate. That's just kind of a projection. I don't know what will happen. We make these projections just to give us a rough guideline, a map as to what price action may do. But as good chartists, as good traders, we take what information we're given from day to day and we make a highly probable plan. We adjust based on the newest information. That's basically what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing with Bitcoin and why I'm expecting more upside price action. And there's a lot of people that really can't read price action, so they can't make heads or tails of this. They've got and I'm not like, this is not at all a diss or anything like that. This is tough stuff, right? And I do this for a living, and I've spent years trying to learn this skill. But this is not a channel where people have this channeled like so, right? And they're saying, this channel is going to break to the downside. I've already explained why this is not really accurate, and basically you're going to hit the top of the channel and then you're going to reject to the downside. It's a bit arbitrary. If you were going to channel this price action, you would have to channel the entire thing, and channeling the entire thing would be a more, it's kind of arbitrary to just start channeling at this low. Why not channel the entire thing? And if you do channel the entire thing, you realize it's not a really faithful representation of the price action, because you're not really hitting the borders consistently. You're hitting your bottoms a bit, but the tops, it's not a very good representation of price. It's more like a rounded bottom. It's more like a rounded bottom. In any case, yeah, that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. I do expect a pump anytime soon. Maybe right now, maybe sometime today. We're already at 24.8. And remember, that main resistance that we've been dealing with has been between 24 and 25. I'm not going to give you an exact price, but if that's broken, expect, as our VPVR is telling us, that the next target is the 30K region, okay? That 28 to 30K, okay? This is what I'm anticipating in the immediate short term. Last thing I'm going to say is, it is relevant, and I should note that today, August 11th, is the full moon. Now, what do we know about full moon? What do we know about moon cycles, lunar phases? On this channel, we know that on or after 3 days of a full or new moon, we can anticipate from to a statistically significant level, we can anticipate price highs and price lows, or trend highs and trend lows, right? So there are statistically significant data that shows, that demonstrates that full moons typically represent a local trend nadir, okay? The end, or the beginning of a trend. So basically the beginning of an uptrend, okay, is typically what you see on a full moon. And right now is the 11th, so it's typically 0 to 3 days after that full moon is hit. So that would give us between today and the 14th to create a base for new price action to the upside. So if we do break out today, this is why I have that wave 4 retracement in this intermediate wave only lasting 3 days, because that would take us to the 14th thereabouts before our move up in that 5th wave. Okay, and that 5th wave also can be extended. I just have it coming, to the probabilistic 618 of wave 3, or essentially the same size as wave 1. That's what you typically see, right, in a wave extension. So this is what I'm seeing. And again, remember, the new moon represents the zenith of a local trend. Typically, trends top out around new moons. And if this is new to you, you have no idea what I'm talking about, just research local lunar phases, lunar cycles. There's tons of good research on it out of top universities around the world, using lunar cycles, lunar phases to model financial markets. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing today. That's why I'm seeing it, guys. If you got value, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's have a quick look before we leave at our watch list. Has anything broken out? Not yet. We do see, however, other assets, Ethereum, Litecoin, they're exhibiting the same behavior as Bitcoin. They're at these major points of resistance and they're about to break out. So for people that are long, for people that have bought in, that are looking for positive price action, this is very welcome. This is very welcome. This move is not over. I do anticipate this big move to happen sooner than later. Look at that. Look at Telcoin. Look at Telcoin. Look at that rounded bottom. How beautiful is that? How bullish is that? Wow. Okay. Ravane, very bullish, very nice. And this is the daily time frame, mind you. And quickly, this is the general larger watch list. Has anything broken out yet? Nothing really has broken that major resistance that I can see. But once things do, I think it's going to be like a chain reaction, okay? And this is something that, like I said, most altcoins, you've been waiting for this for 90 days. That is not an exaggeration. Tezos, look at that, 91 days. 91 days at this major resistance. So this is a momentous occasion. Guys, I hope you enjoy the positive price action. I hope you're well positioned. I hope you haven't been shaken out. I hope you haven't been disinterested by the consolidation, the retracements, the sideways price action, right? Hope you're doing well. Have a great Thursday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. The damage to begin, wreaking havoc on their drums. We cold, getting dumb, getting crazy style. Late night, height division, we be moving with precision. With 10 spots popping off, making some decision about hitting them one at a time with these ill rhymes. My love at the door, free drink.